I just don't know.
She did really.
Could you do it?
Yep.
She's so
Should I call the meeting to order?
treadmill. So he's going.
Maybe. I'm gonna call the meeting to order.
Yeah.
This is way too thick.
Megan, would you like to take roll? Board
Yeah.
order.
Cheryl Robinson,
Here.
David Rowley.
Here.
Jeff Lord is absent, Patricia Kennedy.
Here.
Craig Gelbman. Michelle Caton. Here. Andrew Marietta is absent, Tim Johnson.
Yes.
Okay, you have a quorum.
All right, and then before going to chair's remarks, we'll move right into the 2025 audit presentation.
Hi,
Jason, would you like to walk us through for the IDA? And we might as well just do them both at the same time. So if you want to take us through the IDA, we'll do questions and then.
And then you can approve the audit and this.
Yeah, we'll- yeah. We can't hear you. He's not muted. No, he's not muted. He's.
Just
Can you hear us? He can hear us. We can't.
Okay, it's true.
No, it's not the volume.
This is always awful.
No, there's not much we can do on this. Yeah, we're recording. Yeah.
We're up to.
We don't have him like muted or anything.
Okay.
Must be in his end.
You want to go out and try to come back.
I was just saying, yeah, so we shut it off, start over again. No, I mean, I was saying, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting.
Don't listen to me.
You might want to do that.
Kurt, can you talk so we can see if you're there? Or we can hear Kurt?
Yes, it's correct.
Yeah, I can,
Yeah, I can-
yeah. Hear you.
I can hear you.
So it's
Jason.
I think it's on your end, Jason.
Ask him to go out and come back.
Can you want to try to like go out and come back?
Reboot.
Can you like come back? Okay.
Log back in.
All right, well, while we wait for him to come back in, we'll go ahead and go through the approval of the meeting minutes. You received the January 2nd board meetings as well as the March 12th committee meeting minutes. Any questions, comments, or changes? Not, I take a motion.
Okay.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Still not in yet?
He's here.
He's here, okay.
Someone.
Just joining.
Hi, Jason.
Oh,
No.
no.
Where's he? Where's his office? Where's his office?
You know,
Can we call him?
like on a
Do you know how to change your audio on Zoom? Sometimes you just need to click off into a different audio option if you might have headphones or.
No.
Call in number?
He's in the-
Do you have a phone number?
Nope, still can't hear you. Nope. Anybody a really good lip reader?
He's in on the anthem.
Coach was not.
Usually, it's just call phone number.
A lot of flexibility.
Do you know how to do a call in?
It's like a Zoom room, so it doesn't come with like a number. I don't know.
She did.
No,
You just
phone
cell
number.
phone yourself, put on the cell phone, we'll put on
But
speaker.
there's always a phone number. in there, so it's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't set it up those stuff like readily available. So I don't,
Yeah.
we,
I can just call him or he call us and put him
First
on
time.
speaker.
Jason, I'm gonna send you my number, or, because I don't have yours.
Yeah,
Yeah, because of the artificial turf.
that's nice.
Yeah, boy, they were going to town, but steals.
And also,
Go to town also. Yeah, they got 2 or 3 more.
yeah,
They just put it down.
it makes sense. But you get your games in.
plus money's not down.
Yeah. No.
And 3 down.
We'll make sure we kick mine down.
Yeah, it's gonna take a
Two
while. That's
down.
a board report.
Just a budget, are we good?
Yeah, they have.
What are they doing now?
Business expansion.
Yeah.
Are they getting more fields?
So they spent. These guys.
Yeah.
We're having some technical difficulties. So,
All right. Good time in the. Talk to the DC area. Friday. It's 12.
Good morning.
Did you get my number?
Yeah.
You do. I'm enjoying my, I'm glad I got a call.
Yeah, I wish I went there. Can be jealous.
Can we? split
Hello?
that? What-
Yeah. Can you pour out?
Show up.
You got it? Okay.
We give
It's not gonna be,
All right, so it's not gonna be ideal, but he's on speaker.
it's gonna be hard to hear.
Hold on, I will.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to be very quiet at this end of the table
Yeah,
table.
all right.
What do you mean, this end of the table, Robinson? That means shaming, table shaming.
Jason, would you please take us through the audit?
I can barely hear you, but, so if anybody has any questions, feel free to email me. I'll be happy to answer any questions. It was an unmodified opinion this year. We didn't have any findings. One of the good things is the single audit threshold went to $1 million. So we didn't have to worry about that. We would have been just over again this year. But with the increased threshold, we didn't have to do that. Some of the highlights, I guess. Looks like the grant income was down a little bit, and that's just how the projects go. Grant was pretty consistent. The fees. In the end, there was a bit of a loss on the pony farm sale. And I know that's real common, and that goes over just over the years. Things kind of accumulate in the capitalized accounts. So when there's a sale, it's a good time to kind of get rid of these things. So there was a loss, but it wasn't horrible. But that's to be expected, I think. Richfield Springs project-wise, we did capitalize a bunch of stuff into that. Some of it was expense, some of them were soft costs. But there was a bunch capitalized in there. Looks like your cash position is a bit better than it was last year. I can see where all that, all the EDA money came in. That seems to help out a bit. Otherwise, stuff is pretty consistent from year to year.
Even now.
Looks like salaries was up a little bit. I think you had a couple of new employees about that and pay raise and stuff. Yeah, we capitalized some assets. Oh, and I did see there was a bunch of work, looks like it's under the IAC building, which just the type of work when we looked at it, I think that instead of capitalizing it, we just expected it, let it go as the repair and maintenance. Just kind of the nature of the work. Does anybody have any questions on anything?
I think my only question is on the adjustments of the journal entries and understanding what is creating those adjustments and why are we not getting them kind of the first time around?
Some of it is just general audit adjustments that we expect to make. I usually expect to make the capital asset adjustments to keep track of your depreciation. There were some adjustments in the receivables. I know last year we had the issue where things weren't run through the revenue and expense accounts. This year they were, which is good. But part of that is also receivable. And those are adjustments on projects like that I typically expect to make myself as I audit them. And this is all information that Jody and Megan have been able to give me the numbers. It's just, I just kind of verify them. And it doesn't take me very long to get in and drop in and make the adjustments. I don't know of any of the adjustments that I wouldn't normally expect to make on audit.
Anyone have any other questions on the IDA audit? So I'm gonna hold it on, so this is just the review, we'll
Yeah.
actually do the resolution approval down later.
Yep.
Since we've got you, Jason, can you actually also do the same thing for the CRC audit, if there's anything there that you'd like to point out? I know it's not really robust, but.
So that was also an unmodified opinion. I think that was pretty much, part of the course. I know that doesn't change very much year to year.
Yeah.
I think the only difference is this year, in the past, the IDA's been paying the insurance, in December. So we always had picked up a prepaid and then a liability on it to the IDA, and I don't think they did it until January this year, so that's the difference there. Otherwise, it's just, yeah, the same revenues and expenses pretty much every year, other than last year, there was some 50,000 over the IDA. That wasn't done this year.
That would help.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, the CRC, there's not much going on there.
Yeah. Any questions on the CRC audit?
Questions?
Both unmodified opinions. Okay, great. I think that is it. If anyone has additional questions, we'll be sure to reach out to you.
Yeah, sure, always email me. Yeah, give me a call if you need to.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, right.
We will
Move into the report of the Audit and Finance Committee and Treasurer. Jeff is not here. Is there anything you'd like to point out in the expenses or deposits that are unusual? I didn't notice anything.
We did accidentally list Sterling as reimbursable. It's not reimbursable, so you can just cross that out. For rent, Aaron Sanborn, he did move out in February, so that's the last time we'll get that. I think that's it, unless you have questions on any of these.
I just have a question on Sterling. It says,
Yep.
381825 for DEC coordination for wetland.
Wetland
I mean,
jurisdictional.
what are they coordinating? Is this new issue or is this?
This is so we can pretty much get easy here to remap the wetlands. But they're actually preparing the documents and
This was not a communication, this was document preparation.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they questioning the DEC's redrawing or not?
I can't say if he's questioning it, but I think it'll change. I think it'll be the final.
Okay.
As in, it'll be worse or better?
Hopefully better,
Well, that's that project.
because I haven't been there because of the weather, so
It's a question.
I think it'll be better.
Okay, so Jeff's not here, and then we'll get anything else from a
No, unless you
financial
guys have questions.
perspective. Okay. And I'm not gonna do a move with that because there wasn't a report. Go ahead. Craig, can I get a second? I don't know what we're seconding.
The bills, I thought you said.
Bills.
Okay, well, that's what
Just
next. Bills.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was ahead of you.
All right.
Sorry.
Craig will make the motion
Sure.
on bills and paying the bills.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Report of the projects committee. The meeting minutes on stand for the report. No questions, comments, or changes?
I have a
A
question.
motion, oh, you got a question?
Project, but it's not the minutes. The end of month DEC, is that a hard date or is that just?
No, because we don't have an actual date. Sol and I signed the paperwork and submitted it, what was the last week or 2 weeks ago. And they were able to actually start trying to facilitate. And so I'm just waiting to hear from these.
At DEC or Sterling?
Both.
Okay.
But ultimately, we're looking for a DEC to get a date to get there as soon as they can, so we can get this mapped out.
We were gonna called the EC at their last meeting? Did we?
What, the difference between Richfield Springs and Oneonta really was in Richfield Springs, going through that wetland remediation, they didn't have DEC staff that were available to do the remediation, so they required us to hire a consulting firm. They claim now that they're free in the spring, and so that they want to do the Oneonta.
It's just not.
Is that because the 5-year time period is up? Is that what we're talking about here?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions? Moving on.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the project committee report? Second,
Second.
all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Director's report?
Under the strategic goals, we're waiting for Sean Clark to finish up his Delhi expansion this summer. And then he's going to be immediately turning his attention to a new master plan for the Oneonta business park. I reached out to Michael.
Editing.
Yes. He responded to me yesterday saying that their plans are put on hold for at least 2 years. So they're reorganizing their plan for their expansion, which they approached us about a year ago.
Who is Michael Venerini again?
That coming out of
We'll
administration.
discuss that in executive session.
Yeah, okay.
Terrell and I met with Laura Brody of OCCRC. They're the former Fox company. They claim that they have 75 to 90 employees. I think that's at their peak moment. Right now in the spring, they're down, probably down to like 40, I would say. But they plan on ramping up. They don't have any good plans for expansion this year, but probably next year.
That's the Brown Street.
We did close with Sydney and Bella. You saw the revenue coming in on that. Continuing to get a stormwater management plan updated. To date, we've reached out to the Southern League. We've done one community participation, one industry event, business attraction and retention. We've approached 2 firms, and then we still have 5 available sites. And the active listings show that we received 2 referrals, Project Cobra and Project Largo. Both of those, we just couldn't meet the requirements, the acreage requirements or existing building requirements. And that's
Questions for Jody?
we did also receive yesterday a Freedom of Information Act. Normally, I don't let the board know what we're responding to Freedom of Information requests because they're pretty routine. For example, last one we did, the company wanted to know how many solar energy projects we've done because they're looking at all IDAs and solar energy projects, so not a big deal. This one is a little bit more concerning because they're so detailed. They want so much information from our agency. And it was a little unsettling because they went from 2017 to 2025, which is the year I started. And I said, oh.
Don't take it personally.
But the projects that they listed, we've had nothing to do with.
There's your answer.
There's your answer.
Sorry.
The later ones, though, the later questions.
Yeah, there's something on the back page, right?
Yeah, the back page gets into stuff.
That's okay.
But they
Yeah.
want all of our Paris reports, all of our budgets, all of our
Audits.
expenditures, all of
990.
our audits. I'm gonna respond to them saying, find our Paris, they're done electronically. You can go to the state system of how it all works.
Send them all to the links and don't do any of the work.
And they have more staff probably than we do.
Yeah.
Sending all this.
They can look at our
It's in New York
webpage
City.
for.
New York City.
Yeah, I think Jimmy knows the rest.
There are New York, well, this office out in New York City, they have 30 or 40 offices in the United States. Very, that huge large.
I wonder who's behind this.
That's what Jimmy knows representing.
Very specific.
Did other IDAs get this similar?
Tax revenue.
We just got this yesterday, it was like 4 o'clock when this came out.
Oh.
Yeah, they went to the county board and our treasurer as well, so.
Yeah,
But I-
because it says it wants something from the county in there, so I think they, I don't know which one it was.
Oh, reconcile.
They
Yeah, that
got
one,
bad,
number 3 is, that's
that
for
looks
the
like they got
county,
some
not
bad
us.
information.
There's
They're
no
asking
way that
for
they
it.
can figure that out.
Yeah,
So it's all
They're
related.
they're asking for information about projects we have nothing to do with.
Right, must be something.
I wonder where they got their information.
Yeah.
Is that?
I don't think we owe that much of anything other than the response.
They have the EMC in here too.
Okay.
The individuals were
So just clarify what our response is.
No, that's not.
What's our response to them again?
I'm sorry?
What's our response to them again?
My response is gonna be for the first 3 or 4 questions, which had nothing to do with any of those projects. We've never received an application. Visiting one time, full site, that you took me on a tour, but that's the extent that we've had any involvement.
The parish reports, you can get those online.
They get those online, they get our minutes online, they get our budgets online,
our audit.
our audits online.
Right.
I just wondered, for the county, when you make, this kind of, I mean, first, I don't think the county can have anything either, but, like I think for the county, we charge some fees. Do we have a fee structure for
Yeah.
any kind of FOIL request? I mean, we should probably put a policy in place because
Yeah.
if we get, if we actually, if this was a project we were working on, this would pull a staff person
Right.
for quite a while.
Yeah.
Well, before everything was emailed, there was a per page fee that most
Right.
organizations had. So,
They do say in their letter that if there's, fees associated with our copying anything, don't copy anything until we let them know.
Yeah, we probably should have more of a blanket fee structure, not, again, I don't know that per page makes sense, but something that, in terms of understanding staff times.
Let's go talk to somebody else.
Yeah, we can see what the county
Yeah.
does.
Don't overthink it.
It's okay.
We can use 7 meetings on.
Our financial
Yeah.
disclosure is sent to the county. I'm not sure we have copies of all of them.
Do it,
I will go on
Okay,
to contact the county for that. They want to know what the revenues generated by these projects.
So again, I'm not familiar with this, so what I would tell you though is don't go chasing documentation. If you do not have it and it is somewhere else, is you simply point them to where they need to go to get it.
Yeah.
Don't chase it down, don't go find it, don't waste time.
No.
Yeah, okay.
And if you need Kurt to respond to it, let him,
Yeah, that's another thing to look at, is reaching out to Kurt and working with him on.
just let him respond.
good luck parking at the Cooper Center All-Star Village tree. That's all I can say.
Get mine.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So,
They
okay.
got bigger.
Any questions for Jody on his report? Just to note, Jody, these targets are not what we landed on for the year, so those targets in the GDI will be updated.
Just one quick, I hate to beat that dead horse, but because we don't have DEC here, because Sterling can't complete anything until DEC comes here, are we looking, do we have any idea, could we even get completed plans by June at this point? We're clearing property, and then we still have to go out for bids? I have no idea, correct?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Any questions for Jody on his report? Not, I take a motion to accept the director's report.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Terrell's report's in here, but I think it's probably more of an intended projects report that he'll be providing going forward. So I think it's just more of a feedback, updates. I don't think we need to dive into some of that stuff now. So if there's any feedback on the report, this seems appropriate to have in projects and not in the board report.
Yep.
Okay. So I don't know if there's anything you'd like to highlight because it is in here, otherwise. Okay. So we'll see that in projects moving forward. New and unfinished business, we received the overview of the 2025 IDA financial audit, as well as the LDC audit. Any questions, comments, or changes? All right, so we just do normal vote, we don't need a full
Yeah, you
resolution.
don't need a
Okay, so a motion to approve the IDA financial audit.
Sorry.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. 2025 LDC audit,
So that's within the IDA.
it's within the IDA audit, yeah.
There was a separate motion.
Yeah.
So,
Second,
Yep.
all in favor?
uh,
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Received relatively late, the IDA and LDC parish reports. I'm gonna admit, I did not have time to go through them all.
It's a lot of yeses and nos.
I was gonna say,
a
is
lot
there
of
anything
blanks.
out there that's unusual that is,
So you did get the investment report, the procurement report,
Yeah.
and the annual report for all three entities. I do have them here if you're interested, or if you just want to check your email, but yeah, it is mostly just yes, nos. And then us putting in all the financial numbers that we got from the audits.
does anyone have any questions or concerns with the parish?
Good way to go to sleep. I read it at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
So sure, this is the first time I read them, so I kind of went through a little bit in a fine tooth comb, and I just had a couple questions.
Yeah.
In the IDA parish report, the link to, property documents, it doesn't come, it comes up as an error. So I don't know if on the website, there's a listing of all the properties.
There is, yes.
Okay,
So it's just the link might be in wrong. So we don't actually submit these until after this meeting,
Okay.
so I can still go in and correct these. Yeah.
then in one report, I think it was the Paris versus the CRC and the other one, it's got, Tom Armeo for his, termination date. One of them has 1/1/26, the other two have, at the pleasure of authority. So are all three supposed to be the same?
Yes,
Okay,
Yes, that should be.
okay.
so I will put.
I noticed that also.
And 1/1/26 doesn't feel like the right date either. Like
It was December 17th.
Okay, I was gonna say it should be the actual resignation date.
And then the last,
Oh, well, no, I'm sorry. When he sent the letter to Ed Frazier that we got, it was dated January 1st. When he told Jody, it was December. So
Okay.
I thought the
You said
letter that
January.
came, the official,
Okay.
was-
Yep.
so that's why I.
Yep.
The letter
Okay.
should be the date.
in the last one, I had, in the IDA, under, it's got all the individuals, the one for Craig, it says yes to, an elected or appointed municipal government position. So I wasn't,
That's all.
Yeah.
okay, where the other ones had no,
No.
so
Yeah.
That's a mistake.
that was the idea.
Okay. Yep, I can correct that.
I would like to comment that Megan did probably 75% of the inputs this year. And did them in a really short amount of time. I really thank her work.
Good job.
very good.
Did anyone else catch anything in the reports that needed to be updated or corrected? Megan, I'll review them deeper today.
Yeah.
If anything.
We technically have till Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay. So I'll take a motion to approve the parish reports as presented with the 3 recommended changes from Michelle.
So move.
Second,
Sorry.
you two are on a roll today.
Yeah, I know.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. 2026 staff salary adjustments.
Yes, in February, I submitted to board members of the governance committee, recommended increases for some of the staff. And I haven't heard anybody object to any of them, so I'd like to move on those salary increases.
Yes, I think we approved them being effective 3/1.
In accordance with my goals.
Yes. Yeah, so we already approved that previously, so. In the future, you don't have to wait for that action because we approved it, we came out of executive session.
Okay.
and approved that.
And then lastly, I met yesterday with two representatives of the Oneonta Youth Soccer Club. And we're renegotiating a 5-year contract, unless anybody has any objections to letting them continue to use our fields.
I assume from your perspective, the relationship has been going well, and there haven't been, I know we had a couple of years there where it was a bit.
Yeah, no, actually, it's going very well.
Okay.
We're gonna work on a 5-year capital plan, budget accordingly for what they have. Right now, that they're responsible for all the field and maintenance, that, any repairs that they have to do, the first $5,000 they've got to put up. And then we're supposed to split the remaining cost 50-50.
We don't see any terms, conditions looking to change.
Nothing major.
So it's for 5 years?
So they're trying to.
Do they have any plans for expansion or
We had some
extension of
discussions
their,
about whether they wanted it to
because
have
it used to be very vibrant.
an indoor facility as well. They would like to, but they said that's gonna cost probably $5 million. And they're not in a position right now to look at doing anything like that.
Never be in that position. That's gonna have to come from us if we're.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
that
that's
be
what
our
I'm saying, and it
expenditure?
doesn't mitigate
sorry.
any other growth that we would want to support.
No, I mean,
saying the
look at, we've
contract
had some
doesn't-
conversations before, yeah, in terms of what the termination agreements are. I think it was essentially we just have to pay back any capital improvements that they've invested.
So
in
we
a
can
program
redact
schedule.
it and
Yes,
support them.
yeah.
That was the only question
They are
I had
looking
with
to-
the 5-year. Yeah.
It's in there.
They are looking to resurface the parking lots this year at their cost.
How does that,
Reset, they're not surfaced today.
how does that work since it's our parking lot? We own the parking lot. I mean, even.
They have the first 5,000, I think is the
Right.
session, then we split.
They're not gonna do it for 5,000. I
No
can't
way.
even do my driveway
Yeah.
for 5,000.
Well, they're not gonna put in a whole new surface, they're just gonna put it in the top coat.
And that's gonna be 5,000 or less? Or we're going to agree to.
In the contract, they're responsible for maintaining it. If it needs a whole new parking lot, that would be a capital cost that we're gonna split.
So, just so I'm clear, are they looking to do the area that they park cars on, that's essentially just gravel and grass?
The existing.
But the existing parking lot is predominantly Ioxis.
No, they're talking inside the park, inside.
Oh, gotcha, on the other side there.
Behind.
Gotcha.
So the real question,
So that, yeah.
there's no cost to us on that, that's the question. Okay. Then we were asking?
Yeah. And a dome, how can they erect a dome on our property?
They wouldn't, that would be us.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Yes, and that's what I was saying is that.
Just
Just
it's
bring
gonna allow
just
us
bring
to
at
have
least the
some
projects or somewhere so that people can see it.
Yeah, exactly.
After you're done negotiating. Okay, is that good?
Yep.
Either way.
That's it.
Any other new or unfinished business? Any public comment? I see no public. Executive session needed?
You wanna talk about that one business?
Is there any actual news?
Vinnie
about-
Barbarino?
No.
Yeah, you clarified it enough.
Okay. Motion to adjourn.
So move. Third second.
All right, we'll move over into the CRC. The role stands from the IDA, noting that Andrew has joined us. I'll forego the chair's remarks, receive the meeting minutes. Any questions, comments, or changes? Now I take a motion.
So move.
Second. All in favor?
All right.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. I'm just gonna let it be you two all.
Yeah, I know. Just put it down.
It's very nice. It's a good team.
We received the overview of the 25 audit from Jason. So we don't need to do that here. This is, okay, we got a wrong bullet. We're on the
Yeah,
place.
it's in there.
So move into new and unfinished business and look for a motion to approve the 2025 financial audit.
So moved.
Second?
Yep.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And same thing with the Paris reports. You received those late yesterday. Any changes or questions in those? Both of those are a little bit more straightforward.
I would note one thing is that there's a separate report for the audit. There's got to be a certified audit report that we have to submit under Paris. We can't do that until we get the final copies of these documents, because if they take a draft on them,
Yeah.
the state will say we won't accept that. So we get those either tomorrow or Monday, then we'll finalize the audit report. But it's basically just saying, here's our audit report, and these are the.
Yeah, and we just approved that audit report, so that is just take the draft off and, good to go. Okay. Take a motion to approve the Paris reports.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Any executive session needed for the CRC? All right, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Good to see you, Tim.
Good to see you as well.